I always opened at Domino's here every Sunday. It was my long day, and just come in, and my manager let me know, hey, we already got 2 future time orders for, right as we open. I'm like, all right, cool. And so there's like one's, going to the point, one's across town. I was like, all right, well, I'll take this church one. When I got here, I was greeted by a lady. Automatically, they give me a $10 bill, and they're like, hey, can you wait? They'd like for you to deliver out while they're doing the sermon. I said, yeah, I can wait. That's fine. Shouldn't take too long. And, come up here, and I was asked, what was the biggest tip that I had got? $20 bill with a $20 tip. All right. He's like, well, I think we can do better than that. And they brought out the empty pizza box and counted them out, $50. They invited congregation to come up and donate to my Christmas blessing. At that point, I was covering up my face, trying not to cry, and because almost everybody stood up. Did not expect that at all on just a regular Sunday going to work. I had no idea how much it even was or was going to be. I figured hey, I got like $400. First thing I wanted to do was call my mom.
I was in church that Sunday morning. We were kind of finishing up our morning worship. She called me while she was after she had done one of her runs. I sent a message, I'll call you back in just a minute. Well, she called again. I sent her another, call you right back, we're finishing up. And then she called again. I was like, okay, something's wrong. So I called her back. I stepped away for a minute, and I said, what's going on? And she said, you're not going to believe what happened. She started telling me the story of getting a call for the delivery for a pizza over to the point. She said, well, they brought me up front. I said, okay. And then they started giving me money. I said, okay. I said, so you got a pretty good tip. She said, Mom, I've got at least $300 in this pizza box. I said, somebody's listening. I said, somebody knew that you needed to hear this today. You needed to know that somebody's watching you, somebody has got your back and is watching over you with all of this going on. As a mom, you always want the best for your kids, and you hope that they're going to grow up and walk on the straight and narrow. But what you hope to happen is that when they do fall, that there is somebody there that's going to pick them up and have that hand down to bring them out of that darkness. And that happened in December of 2019. Within a few weeks of that, you could start to see kind of a change. I didn't realize it, but then she started on her path to sobriety. And her clean date is January 10th, 2020. And she now has 2 years and a couple months clean.
It was so needed. I had just moved into a house by myself with my son, was literally thinking a couple days before, I don't know how I'm going to do Christmas. I don't know how I'm going to just get on track of everything. So that definitely helped for Christmas, and I got a lot of my bills paid ahead, a couple months, so I didn't have to worry about it. Coming out of the situation that I was in a very abusive situation, and, trying to gather myself and my family and feel safe again. Going off of that, it was a tremendous blessing of, I can do this now. If I'm gonna, do this thing, I gotta do it right, and I can't be strung out even to the point of being dead. It wasn't worth it, and it really, it turned it around of a new light. That sobriety is possible no matter what point you're at with it. It doesn't matter if you're 10 years in on an addiction or 3 weeks. If you have the power to stop, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna suck, but once you get over that hill, it's nothing but light. My newest tattoo, the awareness ribbons for breaking the chains of addiction, finally got through that point of my life and finally free of those chains. And that one meant a lot to me as well. I ended up with 1678 from the church. Just a thing of don't think about it. If you are in the situation where you're able to help somebody, there's really no harm in helping them. And the little things can really turn everything around. Just one decision can get you on a whole other path.